Okay, so we're just going to bring the focaccia up here. I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay. And like I said, 15-20 minutes, 350, 375, that'll be perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate in our next pasta, in our next dish, which is going to be the pasta, a pesto, homemade pesto, little fettuccine, and then what I'd like to do is use the same tomatoes and put them right on top of the pesto. So in here I have a portion of fettuccine pasta, and then I'm going to try it. They're almost done. I'm going to toss that with a little homemade pesto, and then with these tomatoes, I'm just going to put a little bit of the tomatoes on top of the dish to finish it. Okay, so my pasta is there and ready, and we've tried that already. So as Mama would you say, I'm just going to heat up the pesto just a little. I'm not going to cook it. It's just going to saute for about 2 minutes, not even, just to get warm. For me, the pesto shouldn't be cooked. Okay, so just warming this through, I just slowly place the fettuccine. Now I'm doing this way because I do want some of the pasta water in here. I don't want it so dry, so I'm not using a colander. And I'm just going to toss this lightly. This way you see the pesto throughout the pasta, not too much. Slowly tossing the pasta. Trying not to break the pasta, being as gentle as you can. Okay. And then to bring back the tomatoes that we had used in the focaccia and also in the tomato and basil salad, I just like to put a little top of tomato onto my pesto. And there you have it. Little Parmigiano Reggiano. Finito. Okay, so what I just wanted to do was show you how I made my mozzarella, homemade. We're just going to crumble some curd, which you could buy, and you just crumble it out. Some people like to put it through one of those little strainers or whatever to get it finely. I don't do that. I just crumble it like my fingers, like we used to do in Italy. So after that, what I would do is just sprinkle a little salt, and then we're going to get some hot boiling water, and then we're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and show you, and then we're going to shape the mozzarella. Now, after crumbling the curd, we're going to place some very, very hot water, not boiling, and we're going to mix it through so it doesn't set. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass this hot water in through the curd and the salt, and then we're going to let it sit. So after crumbling the curd, we're going to place the hot water into the curd, and I'm just going to stir it slowly. Okay? Now for you to see this, I'm just going to place this one pan, okay, underneath so you can see what we're actually doing. Okay. Now we're going to stir this till all the clumps kind of meld together. And we're going to do this for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to come back, and then we'll start shaping the mozzarella. Okay, so we're just going to be waiting about 3 minutes till the focaccia is ready. And I just wanted to introduce myself again as Anna Maria D'Urso. I would like to also introduce my restaurant, Valentino, in Morristown. I've been here 20 years with my family, and this is where everything happens. And I try to bring my mom's recipes here at the restaurant every day. I would like to bring out my focaccia recipe, also with the pasta recipe, and also with the mozzarella recipe that you're going to be seeing in just a few minutes. Okay, so I think the focaccia is about ready. It's about golden brown. Beautiful, nice and crispy. Okay, so we just took the focaccia out of the oven, and it sat for just a few minutes because I like it piping hot. So we could put this on the table while they're waiting for the pasta to be served. I just like to cut it into little squares. And then it just comes up really nicely, nice and crispy on the bottom. And you're going to look and see how great that is. How wonderful is that? And if you don't mind, I'm going to take a little bite and see how well I did. Buon appetito. Okay, now that we're done with our focaccia, we're going to come back to our mozzarella. And what I like to do is I like to form it into a ball, just like so, about that big. And once you see this nice, like glistening sheen on the top, it's about ready. And my little secret that my mama told me is you just put it into a plastic wrap, like so, twist the sides like a little candy, and it keeps its shape. And then I place it back into the milk. Now, to recap what we've done today, we have our homemade focaccia with our marinated tomatoes. We have our homemade mozzarella and tomato salad. And this is the fettuccine al pesto con pomodorini, and I can't wait to taste it. So from Valentino Ristorante, I'm Anna Maria D'Urso. Grazie and buon appetito. Ciao. Buon appetito.